92.7 WOBM. Good morning, it's Adele. Right now we're at 7:43, 41 in Toms River. So this story about these casino gamblers in Atlantic City, Sue, what they're saying is now they won over $1 million.
Okay.
$1.5 million at the Golden Nugget.
Lucky.
Playing mini Baccarat 3 years ago.
All right.
But now the casino contends that the games weren't legal because the deck hadn't been shuffled.
What?
The cards were supposed to have been pre-shuffled by the manufacturer. The gambler's counter is that, well, that's not our fault. But the judge in the case has refused to reconsider her ruling and has sided with the casino. So they're out the money.
You are kidding me.
No. Can you imagine? Now, luckily for them, it says about $1 million worth of chips haven't been cashed yet. So it doesn't sound like they went and blew all the money and now they got to figure out a way to pay the casino back. So, but still, though, to think, for a while you've got this money, I think the casino's got to give them something, don't you?
I'm thinking they should have just spent it.
Well, no, but then they would legally have to be, giving it back.
Oh, well. I mean, I don't know.
No, there would be no wells about it. You would be in debt.
Well,
you would be indebted for that money.
That's a bit ridiculous because that is not the gambler's fault.
But I'm just wondering if they, if they should give them a little something to,
Absolutely.
I mean, the guys didn't do anything wrong. It's, the casino says it's the manufacturer's fault.
That's like if I'd walk up to, or we would walk up to a slot machine and we put, $5 in or whatever, and the things come up, all right, and we win. And then the little security guard walks over and says, oh, you know what? That's not a winner. Well, I'm looking at it. No, I'm sorry. Something happened inside the machine that you couldn't see. No, that's ridiculous.
So,
Come on.
But anyway,
they won.
The judge says that she will not review the case again. A lawyer for the gamblers said they're considering whether to appeal or not. So
I would.
So there you
I
go.
would fight that all the way.
And as I said, there's about $1 million worth of chips that have not been cashed in, so at least they're not in debt for that.
Can't believe it.
We'll come back. We'll take a look at traffic, weather. It's all coming up next for Friday with WOBM.
Well, folks, this is the moment we've all been waiting for when two heavyweights duke it.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Sean and Sue with you on this brand new Thursday morning. Something I was talking about earlier, and I want to tell people when you head out in the morning or at night after, right around dusk and nightfall, deer are back out there. This morning, my car got, unfortunately, the deer right into the side of my car. I didn't even see the deer. This was in the neighborhood. It was like on someone's front lawn. It wasn't like even on a woodsy road out, and parts unknown in the Pine Barrens. This is right in our neighborhood. Deer are out again. It's springtime, and they're, out there doing their thing. And you got to be careful. I got to tell my kids about this because...
See, now, I thought they were out more in the fall.
Well, there's a lot in the fall. Mating season there. They get a little bit frisky, too. But I think now, it's starting to get warmer. Things are starting to bud and bloom, and they're out looking for food and doing all their things. Much like we do now that it's springtime. We're sort of, cabin fever, if you will.
Sure.
I just don't understand it, though, and I mentioned this earlier. How do deer manage to get through the woods? Now, when you ever go for a hike or go into the woods, there's trees like everywhere, right? Every 2 feet there's a tree?
Yes.
How they can manage to guide themselves through the woods, yet on a big, huge road, the only thing on that road is my Chrysler 300.
Right.
And they run into that. Mm-hmm. That I don't understand.
They probably hit trees, we just don't see it.
You think they run into trees?
They probably do.
Now, what is it? Are they dumb animals, or do they have poor eyesight?
I think the car is scaring them.
Are they just nervous?
Yeah. I think the car, it's moving, it scares them.
Now, I only have a little dent, and I'm going to go see if I can get it popped out. Mm-hmm. But then the deer is fine. The deer ran off. Mm-hmm. Luckily, it ran off. I was getting out of the car to check the car, and then he got up and ran. He would have taken me with him. It would have been like Santa Claus out there running through the woods, and I would have been on the reindeer and the whole thing. But the deer is fine. He only bumped his little nose. Yeah. But yeah, you got to watch him out there because, I didn't even see him. And then next thing you know, wham, he runs right into me. And I thought he would possibly pass us, So.
Okay. Well, just be careful out there. And Sean, I'm glad you're okay because they can do some major damage.
They can. I had a car, years ago in my career at another radio station. doing mornings. I was heading out, and it pretty much smashed the entire front end of my
Very
car.
scary, yeah.
This was lucky. It was just a boom, a little bump. But you got to be careful. Watch them out there, folks. They're back out. Nighttime, early mornings. Watch for the deer. Here's appropriate song, too.
Farm stand flavor, tropical green. Chilled and ready for you in the refrigerated aisle.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Sean Sue with you. So it was a bad day for us baseball-wise. The Yankees lost.
Okay.
And the Phillies lost.
How about the Mets?
I don't know
They
what
won,
did.
I think.
Did they win?
You totally do not watch the Mets anymore, do you?
No. But anyway.
I think you're one up on the Phillies. So, yeah, here's the deal. I was, calling my mom yesterday afternoon like I always do.
Yeah.
She was so grumpy. I'm like, Mom, what is wrong? Ugh, it's those Phillies.
Yeah.
I love my mom and dad so much when it comes to the Phillies.
It's going to be a rough year for them. You're going to have to hold them and coddle them.
Wasn't it like the first game?
It was the first game.
So she's grumpy already?
Imagine what she's going to be like come September.
And she's a happy woman, you know.
Not anymore.
I'm like, Mom, you're a little grumpy. It's those Phillies. Your father and I sit here and argue. He's on one chair in the other room. I'm in my room because they have separate rooms. And they watch two TVs, split up living rooms where they can have, she has one TV, he has another.
Yeah.
But they're both watching the Phillies on two separate TVs. But your father's always yelling. It's making me mad.
Nancy, do you call your girls, or do your girls call you and scream about baseball scores?
Goodness.
No.
No, I have enough to deal with my husband in the TV room.
Yeah.
It's so
So
funny.
there's a lot of yelling.
Oh, my word.
Phillies got beat 8-0 yesterday.
Oh, no wonder why she was grumpy.
But
the poor thing.
Yankees didn't do well yesterday either, though. They got beat 6-1 by Toronto.
Yankees
so,
lost, Mets won.
Yeah.
Mets
It
won.
was all,
Yeah. But anyway,
All right.
so
There was a lot of alcohol at the Philly Stadium yesterday, I'm sure.
the girls in my
Hard
house
liquor.
like the Yankees, but they don't really
What?
talk about it that much.
Now.
If
Me
you
either.
ask them, they like the Yankees, but
Sure.
they don't really discuss it very often.
Me either.
So.
Because I don't know anything really about it. I
Yeah.
like going to a game.
Yeah.
I would never sit there and watch it.
Well, you can go out to the Philly Stadium now with Mom and Dad and have an apricot sour and
Sounds good.
and a donut or whatever, the hard
I'll take a
pretzel,
soft
whatever,
pretzel.
soft pretzel. There you go. Weather today: on and off showers. Could see some heavy rain this afternoon. Highs in the mid 60s. Right now we're at 59 in Toms River. Let's go out to the highways. Nancy, Remy,
Hi, Nance.
they're spitting out there a little bit right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit,
Ew.
but it's
Ew,
not
I hate that word.
okay. Spritzing.
Okay,
and,
there you
as
go.
we're making our way with a little bit of a damp road.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Sean Sue with you, 841. So who taught you to drive?
My dad.
Your dad
in my
taught you
church
to drive.
parking lot. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I taught my daughter to drive in our high school parking lot. Well, some teenagers get lessons from their parents, but others aren't that fortunate.
Right.
All right. Malia Obama is 16 and about to get her driver's license. Her mom, I didn't know this, First Lady Michelle Obama, has not driven a car in almost 8 years.
Is this what happens when you become first lady?
Maybe
You never have to drive?
They don't let you drive.
Wow.
So anyway, she has not driven a car. Because of this, they don't want the mom, Michelle, to teach the daughter because she's rusty. So the Secret Service is teaching
Are you
Malia
kidding
how
me?
to drive.
What about the president?
I
Does
don't
he
think-
not drive?
I don't think he drives either.
If you're the president, you don't drive.
He probably really hasn't driven a car in a
Well-
while. So,
It's just like riding a bike,
yeah. Well,
isn't it?
yeah, well, Mrs. Obama says that she wants her to feel normal. She wants a sense of normalcy for Malia. So she wants her to get her driver's license,
Okay, but I don't
like her
think
friends.
the Secret Service teaching me would be normal. Would it?
Well, she wants her to live like normal kids.
Okay, well.
But she wants her to get her license. She's just having a different driver. You
Okay,
know?
all right.
So,
Well, good for Mom
what do you
for
think of
doing
that?
Maybe, Mom and Dad might make her nervous, and maybe this is a good thing for Mia.
I
Or
think I
is it
made my
Malia?
daughter a little nervous. Did you make your daughter nervous? I mean, your
Well,
father
yeah,
make you
because I'm
nervous?
teaching my 9-year-old.
No. Did your dad make you nervous?
Oh, yes, and still to this day.
Really?
If he's in the passenger seat and I'm driving.
Yeah.
Still to this
I'm
day.
a bad side seat driver with my daughter, too. I'll
Oh,
be telling
yes.
her,
It's only my dad.
I feel my foot doing that push on the carpet. Like, it's not going to help, but I'm pushing down on the floor a little bit.
Passenger has a gas pedal.
No,
and
it's a brake. I never hit the gas pedal. It's always the brake. It's always the brake, Sue.
That's funny.
Ocean County Breakfast Show with Shawn Michaels and Sue Moss.
Ocean County's best variety. 92.7 WOBM.
Okay, I'm here with Erin, and we're getting set for her birthday. And she's going to be how old now?
19.
19. So what do you think? Are you a little bit sad your last year as a teenager, or are you not sad? Does it bother you getting old?
I actually really don't care.
You don't care? So it doesn't really make a difference to you?
Nope.
No, okay.
Not at all.
Not at all?
Nope.
Not even it's your last year as a teenager?
Nope. How about you turning 50? Wow.
What's
50.
What's
50.
What's the question?
How does it make you feel
Wait a minute.
turning 50?
But I'm doing the interview here, but you're asking me how it makes me feel old.
Are you confused?
Do I seem like I'm getting old, or no? Do I seem like I'm pretty much the same? Like, do you see a difference as I'm getting to be 50?
I don't know.
That's not till next week, too, by the way. So I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, still got some time.
Yeah, still got some time. So,
Make the most of it.
but you don't have a problem with being your last year as a teenager. Let's get back to this.
Nope.
No, because
No.
next year you'll be 20 and you won't even be a teenager anymore.
I know.
Yeah, but you don't care.
Nope, not at all.
All right. So
I'm
we're
gonna go now.
all right. So where are we going for birthday dinner? Have you picked a place yet?
I don't know yet.
Is there any like up there candidates?
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, maybe. All right. Well, we'll figure something out. All right. So have a good birthday today,
Thank you.
and don't worry about not being a teenager anymore.
Not worrying.
So, I have an interesting question for you, Nance.
Okay.
Ever since I gave birth, and
This is coming under the heading of interesting, just to be
Yes,
clear.
and as
I'll
I-
see if I agree.
as I get like a little older, and this is probably a woman thing because I asked my mom and my aunt about this.
I told her, by the way, this is more sharing than maybe was needed. I'm just prefacing that.
Then I'm in great fear.
When I giggle, sometimes I tinkle. Like, does that happen? Is it age? I mean, it's the weirdest thing. When I am with girlfriends, it happens.
And you giggle a lot.